it was like once I saw what it was and I realized like how
Mhm.
powerful this was, it made me mad at first. 'Cause I'm thinking like, man, my mom would have had this information. I'd have been in a whole
I
other
know, right?
trajectory, man.
I
But
know, right?
it got me upset because I'm like, these are the things that don't get talked about in our communities. We don't have this kind of kitchen table talk. Like anybody breaking down how to invest properly, the right kind of mindset you got to have when you invest, getting away from like that
Right.
instant gratification mindset, getting more into the delayed gratification. Like when you realize what it is, it's a whole nother thing for you after that. And I think that's the important part now is like making sure we can get people to see like it's possible for you. Don't let the media trick you into thinking you ain't smart enough to do something like this.
Right.
So yeah, but that was like the biggest thing. And then after I got into the trading side of it, it was like a constant feed in my mind thing, like reading the books, like Think and Grow Rich, Outwitting the Devil, Master Key of Success by Napoleon Hill, Money Master the Game with Tony Robbins. Like, mind you, bro, when I was in school, never read books like that. Like, it was just enough for
That's
me so I could play
crazy.
basketball. If my grades was good enough to hoop, I wouldn't do no extra work. Like, it was not happening. But
I
when I got
know.
into this, I realized like it was my mind. I need to strengthen my mind over everything else. And once I realized that was just getting my mental gymnastics down pat, yeah, it was a wrap after that, bro. Like I've been a sponge ever since. And then getting on the
Man,
platform,
that's
bro, it's
dope.
been learning about crypto. It's been almost 4 years now for me, like really teaching it. But I've been studying it for like 6 years and trading it, like I said, for
Wow.
five. The first year I was kind of looking at it. Second year I started buying it, getting involved with it. When I got on the platform and started teaching it, that's when it got fun because I had to re-educate myself on how to teach people. Like, catering to like the
Right.
audio, the visual, the kinesthetic learner, like making sure that because I know us, you got to
Uh,
show us. We got to be taught a certain way. You can't
you,
just
you
throw a
you
video at
definitely
somebody
gotta
and say,
show
I
up.
figure it out. So when I realized like how to make sure I could teach the family, it was a different game for
Uh,
me at that point. And then I started getting excited. My passion grew because I was seeing people who was like, man, I never saw myself doing nothing like this. I ain't never made this kind of money before. I ain't never plugged in and had somebody explain it to me where I could get it. Like when you done talking, I'm still making money. So yeah, that was the
yeah,
biggest thing for me at that point.
man, man, that's dope, man. That's dope. And you right, man. Once like we won't be in them books, but boy, when we get locked in the right way, man, we found out we was geniuses when it come to stuff like this. So, man,
Bruh.
that's a good thing, man. So you definitely had a blessing with what happened. You got a blessing out of it. So, and it's glad you still here. So, man, that's love, man. So,
Oh yeah.
man, I want to ask you
Listen,
another
you
question,
don't
man.
understand your role in my life
Uh-huh.
is a whole nother thing, bro. I was telling my bros I was gonna be on the IG with you. They was like, man, stop playing, bro. You used to sit on a bus and rap this dude's songs wrong until you got it right. And I'm like, y'all don't know, man. Bro, listen, back in the day, I had you on repeat on the CD player, bro. Like I listened to you so much I had to buy your CD twice because I scratched the first one up, rewinded it too many times in the CD player, bro.
Hey,
Like, listen, I'm a huge fan, fam. Huge fan.
man. I heard that before too, man. I heard that those issues. That's how I know when I'm in front of a true fan or not. So I do appreciate it, my brother. Definitely, I do appreciate it, man. And now you have a fan with what you doing and us getting involved in this. So now I'm your fan. So I'm like, man. So hey, and I get
And
to ask you
we done
like,
went full circle.
we know we're full circle. And like just like somebody would ask me like, what did you say in Po Pimp? Or what did you say in this? Now I get to ask you like, what is cryptocurrency? Ah.
Right, right. So
That's my question for you. And because I
got you.
want the fans to hear it and listen to it so they can get excited in the way everybody else who's into it is excited. So that question I know is going to be answered so eloquently by you. So my brother,
Oh
what
yeah.
is
Oh yeah.
cryptocurrency?
So when people get into the space, that's the main one. That's the go-to. That's the money question, right? Like what is cryptocurrency? How does this stuff work and how do I use it? So cryptocurrency in a layman's terms is essentially just a digital version of what we have right now with cash, but in a decentralized manner with blockchain technology helping it work, right? So just to double back a little bit, the blockchain technology is not going away. It's very, very important to where we're going in the future. And it's a decentralized way for us to have value and not have any centralized entity dictating how much is going to come in, how much is going to go. It's all code based. So think about the Fed, right? Like the Fed can come in here and print whatever they want to print when they feel like printing it, right? And most
Right.
people don't know that the Fed is not part of the government. The Federal Reserve, the Fed in general, is made up of a bunch of families, right?
Yeah.
When you realize that part, that's the part that gets you. Like, wait a minute, the
Okay.
government is borrowing money from families. Like, welcome to reality, right? and they do whatever they want to do. There's no real checks and balances for them. They can print as much as they want to and ship it out wherever they want to send it to, right? So when we think about blockchain, something like Bitcoin in general, right? Bitcoin is only going to ever have 21 million, right? There's never going to be more than 21 million Bitcoin ever created, right? And Bitcoin is so lit the way it's coded. Every 4 years, there's less Bitcoin flowing out into the system, right? So it's a deflationary mechanism. It ain't like, the dollar where they just print. Bitcoin is saying, we're going to pull back a little bit. It's a little less coming out right now. So now think about demand, right? Like with simple supply and demand, right? Everybody in here don't watch Baby Boy at one point or another. Supply and demand, Jody, commerce, right? So when you understand that we got supply and demand going on with Bitcoin, if there's any sort of demand for it, but the supply is shrinking, it has no choice but to be more expensive over and over and over, right? So every 4 years, Bitcoin is so crazy. If there's any demand, it's coded to go higher, basically.
Okay.
Right. And then and like I said, like just having something that doesn't have any kind of mechanism attached to it where one entity can control it, that was the power play for me. That was the thing that woke me up. Like, so you telling me we have an opportunity to really take advantage of something that nobody really knows about yet. It's still in its infancy, and we can put our money there. This ain't never happened in human history, bro. Like, you can put your money someplace before the bank show up, before the hedge fund show up, for the corporation show, and your money get to go there first. Oh, bro, I was lit when I found that out.
Hey, it sounds unreal. It sounds unreal. Like one of the main things that I hear from people is they want to know, is it a scam? Everybody like, man, is this a scam? Is this real?
Yeah. Yeah. Think about how you said that, bro. Like everybody that anytime there's an opportunity for us to come up, we've been taught so much to be on defense. We think any opportunity is a scam. We think everything successful has a struggle attached to it.
Yeah, I know, right? So when we see something like, because remember, we've never been able to get it in this fashion. So we can't comprehend or understand sometimes that this is okay. This is real. This is something that we can do. So a lot of times you got people that will ask those questions before they actually, put their foot in it, when they really should jump into it. When you can kind of see certain things in the door and kind of notice that. But like, what are some of the things that you can tell me though, that for some of those skeptical people who may think that, tell me something to kind of clarify that for me so they will have that less of a thought in their mind.
Got you. Okay, so think about it this way, right? We're witnessing a global pandemic, right? Whole planet teeter-tottering on financial collapse, right? Every nation is like, what we gonna do? It's like one of the first times in the history of the planet, the billionaire and the poor person are all like, I don't know what's gonna happen, right? We all on the same page right now. Then we see every government around the world printing money like this stuff going out of style.
Yeah.
Right? Like they all print nonstop, right? So if we think that there's gonna be going back to normal after this, you can't, there's no normal. Like y'all saw what happened back in 2008 when the housing market crashed, right? Everybody lost their pensions, their retirements, like it was crazy. Nobody got a bailout but the big corporations, right?
Yeah.
Now, all of a sudden, everybody getting sick around the world. They had to shut, like literally the world shut down. Like nobody was working on the planet for a whole, like maybe 4-5 months, right? Like
I know, it's crazy.
Don't even make sense to even say it out loud. And now people still looking and say, oh, it's going to be back to normal. It's going to be straight. Listen, for my person that's skeptical, just know there are windows of opportunity that happen very rarely like this. It's like when the internet first came out. When the internet first hit, nobody taught us how to monetize that bad boy. Nobody was showing us how to build ad companies and put together affiliate things where we can start having people come in and make money off of different sources of, money flowing through the internet. We didn't know. We were on here making Black Planet and MySpace pages thinking we was doing something, right? Like nobody
Right.
taught us this stuff. So now we have an opportunity to put our money somewhere where we have an opportunity to opt out. And I'm going to just say this real quick. There's two types of protests, right? You got your voice, and then you got exit, right? You can either voice your opinion and say, hey, I need something to change, or you have the option to just exit and say, my absence will be felt. This the first time we got the option to exit, bro. We've been screaming for the longest, ain't nothing happened. Now we can say, you know what? I'm going to take my money and get over here in this crypto side. I'm going to holler at you. Like, come on, nah.
I know.
And who they going to sue? Because Bitcoin ain't got a CEO. There's no headquarters. Ain't no corporate. It's a code. It's built by the people for the people. And when you see companies like Tesla, PayPal, Visa, MasterCard, all these big entities coming in, Cash App, all coming in, buying Bitcoin up, this ain't no flash in the pot. This ain't no we gonna do it for a little while and be done with it. Like, they see what this is. There's nothing on the planet that does what this does. There's nothing on the planet that's this scarce, right? Like, if you look at the price of gold right now, bro, like, gold hasn't made an all-time high since August of last year. Last time I checked, when a dollar's being printed like this, people hedge by getting into gold.
Yeah.
But I see Bitcoin making higher highs every week almost now.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking the world's not made a choice. They switching over to Bitcoin. Has more utility.
Crazy, man. Hey, I got another question for the people that might want to know, what are NFTs? So that they
bro,
can understand.
how much time you got? So when we get into the NFT side of it, this is where the innovation side of crypto starts to really shine, right? Like, because it's still wide open for crypto in general, right? Like, you think about like products like Ethereum and these other, like Cardano, Polkadot, Tezos, Algorand, Cosmos, like all these different projects have the ability to build, smart contracts on top of them, right? With smart contracts, bring us the onset of things like the DeFi space and the NFT space, right? So NFTs right now, they just simply stand for non-fungible tokens. So you got to think about what the word fungible just means in general, right? Like, so fungible is just basically something that has the ability to be broken down into smaller parts, and those smaller parts still equal out that greater portion in an equal way, right? So like a US dollar, it's fungible. I can break it down into pennies, dimes, quarters, whatever, right? But if I went to a concert, let's say I went to one of your shows, right? I can't tear that ticket in half and get half to my girl, and we both get in. Like, no, man, you gotta have one, I gotta have one. This ain't fungible, right? So it has its own unique value to it. So NFTs have their own unique value. I can't break an NFT into two pieces. You get a half, I get a half. It is what it is. It's a collectible. It's something that has its own unique value, right? Like a painting or a vase or, an expensive basketball card or something like that. But instead of it being in a physical sense, we got them in a digital sense. Correct. And that's where it got lit. Because now I can get an NFT of Twista first edition album on digital, right? And all of a sudden, it's only maybe 5 of these in the world, right? Twista only put out 5 of these digital versions of his album cover that he's selling as NFTs. You can only get them from him, and they built on this blockchain, and it's going to be auctioned off, right? Boom, you win. Now, that rabbit hole of NFTs can get real deep. Think about real estate, right? Yeah. I can make a home an NFT. You know how many hands get inside of real estate deals, bro? Like, my broker got to talk to your broker and the closing company and escrow and the bank. It's like, how about this? Hey, cool house, fam. Here goes some money on the blockchain. Cool, I own it. The deeds on blockchain. Holla at you. Done. Crazy. 2 people. Easy. So, yeah, I think NFTs are going to revolutionize a lot of things in the cryptocurrency space. And I believe that over time, we'll see a lot more people leaning into this stuff. I mean, you look at like, have you seen the NBA Top Shot website already?
Yeah, I took a peek at it.
Oh, yeah, bruh.
Yeah.
That right there, game changer, right? The VV app we're looking at right now, people over here getting economy tokens. Like they got partnerships with like Pokemon, the NFL, all these different movies, Back to the Future, Ghostbusters. They're selling digital collectibles of all of this stuff on an app right now. And it has a coin attached to it. And the coin is a penny right now. We got it when it was lower than a penny. So you think about all the opportunities that's coming into this space, and you got a chance to come in and be an early adopter, right? It's like me telling you, hey, the stock market's about to get reset. You want in or not? You're going to be like, yeah, I want in. I'm about to put my money where where everybody else about to go.
Yeah.
So, yeah, bro, NFTs are going to be major in the future. Major.
Crazy, man. Crazy. I'm talking about, this is so crazy, man. And I know my people want to know, too, like we got all this with the NFTs, everything. Can my people learn more than just crypto? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, like, when we talk about crypto is the hot button right now. Everybody's buzzing on it. So it's easy to get people's attention because it's high. You hear about it. A lot of people don't know enough about it yet, so they kind of shy away from it. Like I said, you tell people about it, and they're like, I got a friend. Da, 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 da. But when we talk about crypto, it's just a gateway to get you into thinking about investing, right?
Yeah.
Like you wanna future proof yourself now with the money that you get, because I know ain't nothing for free. There's always a catch when they're giving you something for free. When 2008 happened, all them folks lost their pensions, lost their homes. There was no bailout for a regular person. But now they're giving out money like it's going out of style. They just sent out $1.9 trillion to the whole country. They're already talking about doing another $3 trillion right now.
Wow.
What do you think the economy is going to look like when all them chickens come home to roost? Right? So now is the time. Now is the window to take the money you have and start putting it somewhere so it can grow.
Yeah.
Because if you out here buying Jordans and you trying to get fly for the weekend, you want to have a hot girl summer, I'm going to need you to really reevaluate what you do with your money right now, because the world ain't about to double back for you on this one. Like, you got a window where you could change your last name for the rest of your life. Like, I'm talking about your last name could mean something phenomenal. Like, when we go out to these malls and these grocery stores, we buying Johnson & Johnson and DuPont and all this stuff. We buying families. We buying their last names. When the last time somebody bought your last name? When the last time your last name made you some money? So I'm like, we need to start really taking full advantage of the technology, taking full advantage of the situation, because you want to be plugged into an opportunity of a lifetime during that opportunity's lifetime, right? This stuff ain't gonna last forever. So we got an opportunity to get it, but we talk about everything. We talk about Forex trading. We talk about stock trading. We talk about crypto investing. And crypto is bigger than just buying Bitcoin and holding it, right? You could stake your crypto and earn passively. I know projects right now that if I put money into it, I can earn 12% annually on my money. Do you know how crazy that sounds to somebody in the stock market? I got stocks that pay dividends, bro. I'm getting 1.3%, maybe 1.8% for the year. I got stuff in crypto that's giving me 12% for the year.
Insane.
Bro, you imagine putting $1 million in a coin, and then at the end of the year, you double back, it's 120 grand waiting on you? Come on, bro. Like, stop playing with me, man. Like, it's opportunities out here, but people shy away from it because, I don't know enough yet. I ain't confident enough. Like, listen, y'all been doing it right your whole life. Try some wrong, dog.
Man, that's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. And look, now I got another question. I feel like this is important. So, and people, I'm loving all of the people that's chiming in. Everybody is saying that you the GOAT when it come to teaching this. You get much respect. You know, I told you. Then you got the new fan Twista right here. You telling me about my music, but I'm like, man, this brother teaching us how to get this bread. So, you know, I'm just as much as a fan, my brother. And look, for people too that may get steered away when they hear it and pay attention to it and think that it's hard to learn, tell me something to get people engaged and realize that it's not as hard to learn as they think it is.
I was just having this talk with my fam yesterday. I was at my cousin's crib, man. We was talking. So and this is gonna sound a little harsh, but I gotta say it the way I gotta say it. So everybody can't go, and I mean that because when you try to tell, I'm being real. I'm being real, fam. I'm being real, because we've been held in a certain energy for so long. And it's like when you try to spend so much time trying to tell somebody who has an employee mindset about investing, they look at you like you speaking Swahili mixed with Japanese, bro. Like, they're
I
like,
know, right?
look at this dude, put my money somewhere. I got bills, I got rent, and I'm like, I feel you. But we got to make sure we making money while we sleep. If we not
Yeah.
making bread while we sleep, we gonna keep repeating the same stuff. It's so hard to have that conversation with somebody that hasn't been put into the proper areas or the proper environment, or they're not personally developing themselves. Before I got into this, before I started trading, I had never read books. I wasn't personally developing myself. I didn't know